Hi guys, how's it going? I hope everyone is well. I haven't made a video in a few days. Things have been crazy busy, and being a mom and having my husband work away a lot of the time and running a business can be a little stressful, if you know what I mean. So right now I'm standing in this beautiful hotel that our family has gotten away and gets to stay at, so that is wonderful. And I got to connect with one of my second cousins who has a beautiful and safe space for children in Mongolia, and she runs the Valu Foundation. That's her last name. And so this woman has dedicated her life to bringing the children out of 40 below temperatures, working in dumps for selling scraps for food, and has offered them a school, and she gets to build another one. And this woman is amazing. So Julie Valu is her name. So go check her out. Go check out the Valu Foundation because it is incredible. She's building a new school for the little children. Oh, the babies. 5, 4, 3 years old at the dump in 40 below. You know, they have really cold gers, which are yurts. She corrected me on that today, Julie. So anyway, we got to have this wonderful meeting, and I want to share with you a love story that she shared with me, because I told my husband tonight we had this really fantastic, delicious dinner with Iranian food. There's actually a restaurant here that's really well known, and the food was amazing. Oh, just delicious. And so I got to tell him the love story, and I got really teary-eyed, and I thought, well, today I'm going to tell you guys this story because it's so beautiful. So there's this couple in Mongolia, and they meet when the woman is 21 and the man is 17, and they have this really wonderful romance that only lasts like a week and a half or something. And it's just passionate, and they're really, yeah, you know, that passionate, exciting love that you have, and they have this. Well, what happens is he ends up going away to work. I think she said on a trek, and they lose touch. So she heads home to her family, which I find out that they're predominantly Buddhist there. I had no idea. So she heads home to her family to find out that she's pregnant. And her family accepts this with love and open arms. I don't know any details there. And she has this child that's raised with love, and she goes away and goes to school, and is this mom, and trains herself. Very independent woman. So about 5 or 6 years goes by, and her friends are saying to her, you know what, it's time that you start meeting some men and really start trying to find a mate, because here you are, this mom, you've got a career, and it's time that you find a guy, right? Because she's still quite young. And she's like, oh, yeah. So anyway, she heads to a party. They're like, hey, listen, we got a guy we want to set you up with. It's going to be a total blind date, and he's going to be at this party, and I think you should meet him. So get this. She goes to this party, and this guy shows up for the blind date, and they come face to face, and this is her lover. This is the father of her child. Like, what are the chances? Oh my gosh. It's like amazing. So she says to him, like after 10 minutes of like chit chat, she says, we need to go for a walk. So they go for a walk, and she says, listen, we have a child. We had a love child, basically. And he's just blown away. And he says, well, I have to meet this child. I have to meet this baby. So they head to the ger, and they wake the child, and the child meets its father. And from there, they become friends and then develop a relationship and go on to be married and have 2 more children. Isn't that beautiful? So this is really cool. So they have a trekking company in Mongolia. So people come from all over the world to go horse trekking. And so I just find that story just so beautiful. I had to share it with you. I didn't use their names because I can't remember them. But I thought, what a love story to tell, you know? So sharing this with you has allowed me to really tap into my love story with my husband. We've had our ups and downs over the years, and every story is different, and to appreciate your own love story and your love story with yourself, and everything that you hold true in your heart is all that matters. It doesn't have to be some crazy story. And I met my husband, we've been together 17 years, and I met him when I think I was like 24, and I was basically looking for a friend of mine, and I came to the door to his house, and this guy answered the door, and I'd heard all about him, but didn't know who he was. So we end up becoming friends, and he drives me to the ski hill. He's a really ripping skier, and he waits for me skiing, and I thought, what a nice guy. And then at one point, he has this big Dodge, 79 Dodge Ram. It's awesome. It's got like, you know, this cool like faux fur yellow seating. It has this like secret stash spot in the dashboard where you can put like a 6-pack of beer and it stays nice and cold. And it's got, anyway, it's pretty cool. And he takes me and my friend to the hot springs, like me and 5 of my friends, we all fit in there so comfortably. It was a lot of fun. So after that, we become roommates. And so we're roommates for 3 months. And I noticed my dog, which I loved her to bits, Rusty, and him start cuddling. And she's spooning him when I go to work or go to school. Actually, I was in school. And Ron, my husband, was on the EI ski team, so the employment insurance ski team. So he worked really hard, and then he would go on in employment insurance, and he would ski all winter. And at this time, he had an injured, I think he had injured his wrist at the time. So we become really good friends, and he's like an amazing cook, and I burn rice. Anyway, long and short, we become friends. We're like friends for at least 3 months, and then we became lovers, and the rest is history. 2 kids later and a couple of businesses later, and I look at our life now and I just can't believe at 24, 25 years old that I found my mate. So, you know, you can find your mate at any age, and we've grown together and we've had these beautiful children, and he's an amazing dad. So there's always this excitement and newness because you're always learning who the person is and what they like. And luckily for me, we're a good match. But I just wanted to share a little love story with you today. And so I shared my love story, which isn't as exciting, but it's kind of fun. And tonight we had this romantic dinner, and it felt really nice to share this love story with you. So share in the comments if you have a love story or you want to share a story with me. And so I send you all lots of love and romance and passion in your relationship. So good night. Good night.